Welcome, welcome once again. Give you some time to get the notifications out, and hopefully we can have a conversation that's of some substance. I see one person's popped in the room. How many more can we get? We got two. We got one. We got two. We got one. How many shall fall within the chat room? 210, 210, 210. Well, which will it be? I'm gonna let it build up before I get to really speaking on anything. Thank you for that thumbs up. Well appreciated. Two people so far, and one thumbs up. Three people so far. What's up, Joe Frank? What's going on, man? Glad you fell into the chat room, into the live stream. Hopefully we could get some more people up in here where we could dialogue back and forth about some things. Joe Frank in the house, like Romy Rome. Now it's up here trying to read zero. It's trying to read like it's zero. Maybe they knocking y'all off or something. I don't know. Maybe they tagging your Wi-Fi, your cellular datas, or something like that. From what I want to reveal in this particular live stream, like I said, we gotta let it build up. But yeah, I mean, I made it clear. I might have to repeat it for people that's falling into the live stream a little later. But I made it clear in one of my live streams. I would show you screenshots that I had of this out of the blue character that popped in and asked me these particular questions, and I'm gonna show you these screenshots, and then you can tell me what you think about these particular screenshots. Because once upon a time, I did have Too Cool to Con linked to one of my other social media networks, and they were all linked together. But then I just separated them all. What up, Shy? What it do with you? I'm glad you fell in here. You know, maybe you can add something to this particular conversation. I hope to get jumping off. I just want some more notifications to go out. I mean, I know I kind of didn't give it no time for the notifications to go out, but oh, you kick back, that's cool. Like I said, I want to start it, but I got to have some more people in there. And I know sometimes when it's showing how many people's in here, it's really not what it's really saying. It really could be more because it keeps dropping up. It goes up and it goes down. So, I mean, I'm going to give it, I want to at least try to see if we can jump it up to 10. Oh, what's up, bro? It's been a minute. And thanks for them thumbs up. Whatever way of appreciation. To me, the appreciation, y'all, saying something in these live streams. You saying something within the comment stream. I'm appreciating that. We done had Joe Frank. We done had Shad up in here. But yeah, I call this one technical difficulties because it seems like my channel experiences technical issues when I go throughout all of YouTube, not anyone in particular, but throughout all YouTube. You like matter of fact, I was watching what is it, RT, and I know I'm not on a news level of RT, but they were having a live stream with damn near 7,000 people falling within the particular live. Like you couldn't even track what people were saying because it was flying so fast. So I mean, we know for certain outlets it's no issues, but for others, and I've been on come February, Too Cool to Con been live for 10 years, so it ain't like I'm a newbie at this. I've been at around on YouTube for a minute now, so I shouldn't be experiencing any issues like this. But yeah, I made it clear within a earlier live stream that I did. I can't even remember. I done did so many live streams so far. I made it clear that I would show you screenshots of this conversation, and basically how they were talking to me was saying they can do something to, you know, where I wouldn't have any kind of issues with my YouTube channels or any other of my social media outlets. But how they were talking, I didn't like how they were talking. I'm gonna let y'all see. What? Yeah, almost a decade. You might as well say damn near since months away from a decade. Yeah, I've been on for a minute. That's a good feat. But I'm gonna let you see. So when people are like, oh, Reese channel done fell off and all this, no, it ain't because of whatever my content is. It's what my contact entails. You know, a lot of people don't like the way that, some of the people I invite on to Kuda Khan talk, So that means in these coming times where they're trying to what's the word I'm looking for? They're trying to silence certain might as well say certain opinions of others, that's the state that we live in right now. But I'm gonna put it up, and then hopefully we get some dialogue spark from it, and then I may come back to it and put it back up again, so we can go over this again. I was gonna just make a video and throw up screenshots on the video, but to me, when you got live interaction with the people, the people that actually are chiming in, it could give a better what's the word I'm looking for? It'll be more straight to the people versus okay, it cut off when I was watching the video, it cut off or whatever. Like I'm not out nowhere where I'm getting bad cellular connection or anything like that. I'm getting Wi-Fi connection, so it should be good and shouldn't break up. And if it's not clear, I'll throw it up again. But I'm gonna let you see. Hold up. Okay, the screenshot starts off as, let me see if it'll focus. It says, "Hello, brother." If you can see that. And then, I'm the one in the darker text that says "Greetings." And then you see what it says right there. Pan down, that's me. Then pan down again. And mind you, this is around like 4 in the a.m. I was up late on one of my other social media platforms, and, they came in out of the blue. And that's what I said. That's what I said again. Now, that was the conversation as it went, but let me go back. It may be some of the what when I screenshot it, it may go back to some of the same, but at the end, how it cut off how I screenshotted it, it it'll read through what the whole conversation was. So at the beginning of it, this is how it started off. This is how they came through at the beginning. And that's when I said understanding of oneness is all. And then they said what they said here. And that was my take. And then that was what they said. That's what I said previously. And then they said that. And then they said this. Then they said that. And then I said this. I don't take orders. But as you can see at the top, that's what their insignia came on as. as well as, I don't know if it could focus on their icon, but the triangle with the eye is basically what I have on this thumbnail of this particular video. So yeah, so like I said, technical difficulties, or people that don't go along with the program, I guess, that's when you get the algorithms that make, views drop down lower than they should and everything like that, because you're not pumping a narrative that they want you to pump to the masses that come to listen to you. Especially if they know you're dealing with a lot of brothers and sisters that may be going through certain issues, and they'd rather have you stuck on stupid, listen to certain celebrity gossip and unnecessary drama. They want you to keep pumping that narrative versus pumping something that will actually open your spiritual eye within to get you to stop falling prey to all these tricks and traps that they got set out for you. So I had to share just a little bit of that. Hopefully y'all caught that. If you have any any opinions or any comments on what I showed you, go ahead and put that up in the chat room so we could dialogue about this. That's why I be being cool with when I do YouTube, because it's like I don't make my money off of YouTube. That's not what I make YouTube for. That's not what I started back 10 years ago thinking, oh, I'm gonna make all this big dough off of YouTube. If that was the case, I should have said, okay, I'll do this and follow a script and all that. But that ain't my character. That ain't in me to do. I just like to cover topics that most don't cover. That's why it says interviewer extraordinaire. I'm gonna say the things that the next interviewer ain't gonna say. It ain't gonna be nothing as a diss, but it's gonna be something real that someone can gravitate to. Like, man, I ain't never thought about it like that. I'm searching for the answers where, like, I ain't never thought about it like that. And whoever I have privilege to talk to. So who's all still there? Cause see, right now it's only showing 2, but I know Joe Frank done came in, Bro done came in, Shy done came in. Hopefully it ain't barring your comments. I know that happens from time to time too. You may be trying to say something like, Rick, I did say something, but it act like it went out on my end, but I ain't get to see it. So that could be the case too. Matter of fact. There, wait a minute. Yeah, most definitely they trying to find weak-minded individuals, and I ain't one of them. I guess someone that is thirsty for fame or something like that. They would have bid on that and like, yeah, I'll be able to do this, and I'll be regarded as this great speaker and all that. No, I don't want none of that. Yes, I'm quite aware of all the things that's going on in the world, and I know how to formulate and put together certain things where people will gravitate to what I'm saying, but I'm not with working off a script. That ain't what I do. I think that's something nobody should do because, like I said, you're giving misinformation. It's like, yeah, you're giving a tidbit of truth, but then the rest of it is, that unnecessary that can do you harm. And I don't want to do any of that. So if that means, oh, we're going to make your stuff go down to 100 views a day, hey, so be it. I'm not out to, be regarded as something that's really pushing a narrative of nothing. Yeah, so yeah, that really lets you know how they get at you, when you got so many, because like I said, that was just off of one of my platforms, but this is when all my platforms was linked together. I broke them up like Voltron, like you can't be Voltron, y'all got to be broke up in your little parts. So that's what I did after I got that message, and sent back what I said. Like, I don't work for nobody. I work for self. So I won't be uh reciting a script that you want me to recite, because basically that in so many words, that's what they were saying. Like, oh, you can say what you want to say, you just gotta go to the script every now and then and speak this or convey it to the people, and I don't want to do any of that. Refuse to do it. Yeah, like you said, or say it our way. You gotta say it like this. You gotta get people repeating this whatever mantra we want to put out to the public. And when you think about it, a lot of different recording artists and all that, they kind of recite off the same line, or a lot of entertainers, or what do they call them? What's the word I'm looking for? Reality stars, they kind of go off of the same script. You could tell if you really read into it, if you're really peeping it, if you're really not buying into all the things they're trying to sell you in product placement, because that's a lot of things. Like, you can watch movies and you see, okay, oh, they just position that can of whatever in a way where you can see it, where it puts in your mind subconsciously, okay, I want to go purchase that product. Oh, he got these kind of particular shoes, or this particular clothing line on, and that wants that puts in my mind that I want to purchase something like that, subconsciously. I'm not trying to sell anything. If anything, I'm trying to get people to fall away from these trappings that they're trying to keep people stuck in this certain type of mind state. Yeah, but you heard it here first. Reek don't recite no script. So when you be like, oh, he's not saying nothing, no, I'm not promoting the bullshit. So if you want to align it with that, then yeah, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not promoting nothing that's gonna be detrimental to any people, at all. You see, every time I have old school on, he speaks his mind. He's a straight shooter. When I have Shot on, and the infamous, well, I don't have them on. They take over the channel. When they on here, they speaking their mind, whichever way it may be, about whatever topic it may be. Whoever I interview, they shooting straight from their heart. It's not nothing. Okay, well, today we're gonna talk, but like it's a news report, like it's scripted. None of this is scripted. This is whatever comes to my mind at that particular time. Whatever I lay my eyes on, I see is wrong. Okay, this I'm gonna convey it in a way where people will understand it. Will be like, okay, I done went through that. I'm feeling it, because I done seen that. There ain't nothing that, okay, what he's saying, I kind of can't. It doesn't make sense. I can't even see that happening in my everyday regular life. No, I'm not putting together nothing like that. But see, that's how, if I took that, okay, let's follow the script, I could be saying all this and then I put in something that don't even make sense. But they feel, since you're listening to me, well, you'll bite on that too. No. To me, it wouldn't even come off authentic with me, because I couldn't even fake it. I'll probably reveal it right there. Like, okay, they don't told me I need to say this or something. And they're like, wait a minute. Yeah, no script freestyles and free minded. Right. Most definitely, Shy. You know how we do. You know how we do. Yeah, so far as that little, and just think, I'm like I said all the time, I don't know how many people is actually in here. But I know I done said on certain live streams, I see 33s everywhere. And look at, if y'all seeing what I'm seeing, it's saying, well, now it's done switched up, but it was saying 33. and 3 people in here, and 3 people thumbs up. So I mean, see, he's jumping back and forth. Now it may be more people in here, it may be less people in here, but the 33 is shining at me. It's probably shining at you if you're looking and your device is able to pick that up. Now it's saying 34. First it was saying 43, and then it was 33. But it as soon as I called that, then they didn't want to switch up on that. That's what I'm talking about. Numerology. That's another thing to get off into. Matter of fact, gematria. Matter of fact, Zachary Hubbard. Check his channel out. Matter of fact, I'll give props to the person that put me on to him. You know, the person named Mr. Gray. He put me onto that, and I'll give him props for that, because you know that dude, that's a numeric system, how they code words. You know, every word has a numeric value upon it, and if you can tap into that, you can see patterns where you didn't see patterns before. Matter of fact, code your name, code, you know, whatever you see within the news cycle. You know, they got, it's, I want to say it's a site. I think it's gematria.org, and you can put in whatever name, and it'll bring back the number value of each word, and then it'll come back with, you know, in other like statements or sentences, what that actual statement can mean in another way. I mean, you have to, research these things out, and I didn't think I would bring that up, so I may try to include them in the links, so when people hit the replays, they'll be able to, automatically go to these links to, find what I'm talking about. But it's gematria. It's basically revealing the number patterns in any spoken word. All what I'm saying. Matter of fact, think about it like this. I mean, I know people that got Android phones and things like this. I just got to put up on this recently because I'm on iPhone, but you get a voice message or whatever. Someone leaves a message. Well, now, even though this is old news, iPhone, they didn't have this, not to my knowing. You can read your message. So say someone says, yes, I'll be over at your house around 5 o'clock, be looking for me. That'll all type out in a text. So think about it like this. You can copy that text. You can find that gematria.org, copy paste that in there, and it'll give you the value of whatever they done said. You can do it in news stories. Like most news stories, when they'll say, when they put something in quotations, usually that's something that you should like copy and paste that part within the quotations, and then put it through the, the gematria.org system, where it'll assign whatever the number value on whatever was said within those quotations, and it'll give different meanings of what they were trying to convey within those quotations. I mean, it goes deep like that. I mean, I only done scratched the surface on this, but it's a little deeper than, what I'm actually just trying to convey right here within this particular, live stream that, y'all happen to fall within. Like I said, if you got anything to say it. Matter of fact, for the people, if you ain't catch what I put down, what kind of the screenshots I got, I could reveal them again if anybody wants to see them. I mean, I know you can replay this video and you can see them again, but these are the screenshots I got. That's why I call it technical difficulties, because Reek don't follow no script. So Reek channel, in this day and age where they're trying to silence people speaking their mind, where people can, wake up, that's why, I revealed these screenshots so people know, like, man, they silencing all kind of people, from the big to the little. To me, a big person, they don't silence. Everybody done seen them at one particular time. Alex Jones, a lot of things he done said. I say some, you could say, oh, this is not relevant, But I seen when he had Dick Gregory on there, the late great Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory always speak on something that's was something of necessary information for people to know. So for that aspect, I champion him for having him on there. And I wish I had made the move and had him on before he passed. He was scheduled to be on the Lions Den, but I was moving too slow, and didn't get that opportunity. So I see it's only Shy comment. I mean, you ain't got nothing to add, Joe Frank. You ain't got nothing to add, bro. I mean, and anybody else out there, like I said, it might be some people on their jobs where they can't take time to do the typing or whatever. Maybe they gotta checking on their patients, or maybe they in the area where their boss is at or something, where they can't get the typing on they touch screen or something like that. So that's understandable. But the people that can, hey, just say something out there. Okay, you feeling okay? All right, Joe Frank. That's what's up. Like I said, I'll reveal them again. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show them again for the people that haven't seen it. I'm gonna put it back up again. Like I said, I ain't reading it. You can see it in black and white yourself, or let's see. That's that. So hopefully, I guess YouTube has been experiencing different things since I guess they're gonna shut down what's that, Google Plus. So now I don't think it's available to every YouTube platform, but you can add comments and you can add polls and you can send pictures on like a particular part of yeah, that is deep. That lets you know. Like I say, when you come to my channel, you're like, man, Reach views. I mean, I'm digging what he's saying, but why is his content so low? Well, I don't follow a script. So people that ain't following the script is essentially getting chastised by the people that run these certain platforms and things like that. And I'm fine with that because I don't read no script. I don't try to mislead nobody on doing something that'll get them, in a position that is unsavory. But yeah, what I was saying before, so I like to, give, on my other platforms that I operate on, when you see, like I call them words of wisdom or affirmations, I like doing that because, it was a point in my life where I was at a low point, and when you talk to people and they give uplifting words, I figured, hey, that picked me up when I was down. Why don't I know how to offer that, when I'm at a clear mind space. Why don't I start doing that? And it's like a way of helping people. People read some words or read a statement that, rings clear, and he's like, man, that really resonates with me, man. That really picks me up. That really, makes me want to, get out of this funk I'm in, So that's why I offer those words of, a lot of people may not feel it, may not be needing those words at that particular moment. But, for those that do, that's why I put them out there. So when you see those words come up there, the affirmations of whatever I may be feeling or thinking someone's missing, that's why I put them up there. And every now and then I run a poll on, what do you think about this? Oh, what should be the next topic or dialogue or whatever I should seek? I do those occasionally, but more so I do affirmations. And hopefully they're being well received. I was saying it went from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. It's just fluctuating. Like I said, hopefully y'all's Wi-Fi connection and cellular is not the one causing you issues, or you may be driving, oh, you're low connection here or whatever, whatever the case may be. Hopefully, and if not, you can always catch the replay, Like I said, I know I'm hitting people, depending on what part of the world you're in. It's a little kind of early. People's just now getting some little breakfast up in them, or if they don't went to, any services so far or whatever. If you do that, I understand I'm catching you at that particular time. But hey, like usually at the end of all my videos, 24/7, you can catch me anytime, you can watch any of these videos anytime. It'd be 3 a.m. It could be 8:08 at night, anytime. But I'm glad those that actually took the time to, chime in. Like I said, I try to give y'all some. I don't try to be acting funny with not answering your comments or anything. But I mean, I guess if you feel everything's been covered to the best of its ability, I understand that. And hopefully, maybe I don't know if I'll come back later with somebody. I don't know. But if not,